Why, hello, and welcome to another episode of First Chances with Chance. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about Pride. So, yes, I'm wearing a Pride button up because Pride Month is coming up. I'm going to be getting my hair done. I've got to request the 15th off, which is the following week of when the new schedule goes out. So, I kind of have to put that on there now in order to actually get that day off, which it's a Saturday, which is perfectly fine. I don't usually have Saturdays off, but it is what it is. And yeah, I feel like he won't mind because he is starting to schedule me a lot more hours by myself, which is good. But it also means that I have a lot more responsibility now, which is perfectly fine. I'm not worried about it. It's just a lot. Like I got a lot of responsibility by myself, and yeah. So yeah. Um Regardless, I definitely will be having a lot of fun. I'm planning on going out to a pride parade or a pride event in Fort Lauderdale, which is a long drive, but not really. It all depends on the traffic. And like, I might be meeting up with another buddy of mine, and we might all just carpool all the way there. Sorry, I had a long night last night, and I ended up waking up at like the right time, but I also woke up like feeling like really groggy, which does tend to happen lately with kratom. I drank a whole entire large from Bula Kava. Well, Riptide's Kava bar now. It used to be called Bula Kava, but now it's Riptide's. I don't know why they changed the name, but they changed the name, and it definitely, like, it's not anything different. It's not like they're changing the scenery or anything, or at least not yet that I know of. But like, all of the same workers are there. Everybody's like super sweet, which I love. But I was trying not to drink the whole entire large last night because when I drink a lot of kratom, I do end up waking up kind of like I'm hungover. Like I woke up with a bad headache. Kratom or kratom, however you want to pronounce it, dehydrates you a lot. And yeah, I also had kava last night. I had 3 shells, which, because it was happy hour all day, I guess Monday, it said Monday and Saturday it's all day happy hour. Or it said Monday and another day that it's all day happy hour, which is really good to know, but like it only removed $2 from the large, which is weird. Happy hour usually means half off. At least at some bars it is. But yeah, pride for me is me living in my true authenticity and just like shining through. What I should have bought the other day is a waterproof mascara because I'm constantly sweating at work, and if I want to plan on doing makeup, like wearing makeup to work, then I definitely need like waterproof makeup. And I have enough waterproof makeup that I can pretty much make a whole entire kit. But am I wanting to leave a whole entire kit in my car like that? No. Do I have a bag that I can use? Yes. But like again, pride it for me is living in my true authenticity. That's why I'm going to a pride parade. It'll be my first pride parade ever. Shocker, I know. Every single year I've always been working on it. Last year I was teaching little kids how to swim and I wasn't driving, so I didn't really have a ride to Boca to be like to go with my ex, and which I'm going with him this year. Like we ended on good terms. It's not like any like bad terms. Like we still communicate and everything. Like it's not that. It's more of he was just busy. I was busy. I wasn't driving, and I honestly felt like I was not a burden, but like he'd always have to drive me home after I slept over and everything. But um he was definitely very busy. He's also a drag queen. So, football player, drag queen. Imagine that. Um but yeah, I definitely um am super excited for today. Not today, but for next month. I'm getting my hair done. I am going to be doing my nails and all of that, like just for the day, not long term, nothing too serious. And I'm just hoping that the nails that I bought fit all of my nails because I always have trouble with the thumbnail because it I do have bigger thumbs, which doesn't make any sense because there are women that have bigger thumbs. How do you expect them to be able to wear some of these nails? Like I'm doing press-ons, I'm not getting my nails like done because I'm not spending $100 on nails to wear for a day. Like that's just not like a reasonable price to pay for if I'm only going to have them on for a day or two. Especially when I do a lot of heavy lifting at work, so I can't really leave them on. I mean, I could, but it's not like it would be appropriate because they're just going to fall off. But we're going to go ahead and take a quick break and be right back. Alrighty, and now that we are back, so again, pride to me is living in my true, authentic self and just pretty much being like present that and like even around people like even around people that I know, and even if I don't know them, like I'm still gonna be my authentic self regardless. It doesn't matter who they are, what their viewpoint of queer of like the queer identity is. If they seem like they'd be homophobic, do I change how I act? No, like I'm still like that outgoing person, be my true self. There are certain things that I will change, like the gestures and all of that, and um, just pretty much being present as my everyday self and the most authentic self that I can be. While there are certain gestures that I don't do around people that you can obviously tell that have the that are like homophobic and stuff, like there are certain things that I won't do. But other than that, I pretty much act the same way and everything, even at work. Like everybody knows that I'm queer. Like I've pretty much already made it clear that I am just by the way, like the gestures and everything. But other than that, I pretty much don't change anything. I'm out and proud, and that's how I choose to live. Only because, like, for a majority of my life, I have, I was living caged up. Not in an actual cage, but like walls up and everything. But now I'm like, there's certain walls that are still up, but walls are, I've knocked all of my walls down, and I'm very, I wouldn't say vulnerable. The way that I would say it is I'm definitely present and open, as I would say. I'm excited for next month for the 15th, and then I'm excited for my birthday because obviously if you guys remember or know anything about me, I always go out like full out with the like the androgynous clothing and all of that for my birthday. Like I'll wear heels. I'll go like shopping. I usually spend at least $500. Like the past couple years, I've spent like $300 to $500 just like on makeup and all of that. Specifically, items that I've been trying to save up for. Which definitely like is always a good feeling. Like spending money isn't always a good feeling, but like buying stuff that I know that I'll use, that I know I'll like I get high end like makeup products and high like I buy new shoes that'll last me for the whole entire year and all of that. Maybe some like new heels for the night out. Like I have two different outfits that I wear. One during the day when I'm vlogging, and then another one I always go to. I've been going to the cover bar for the past couple years on my birthday, which I have to figure out which one I want to go to this year because I've been going. I've gone to at least four of them now, four or five. Both of the vibes. Riptide's Kava now, Coastal Kava, and Root. So what I might do is bar hop this year. Am I gonna get something every year? I mean, from every bar, probably not because I am cutting back on the amount of kava. I have a doctor's appointment that I'm going to, so I will be going to the doctors in heels and all dressed up, a little bit of makeup, and yeah. And again, that is me living with pride, which, because I am proud enough to say that I'm queer, proud enough to say that I am who I am, and that I'm not really going to change for somebody who doesn't like me. There are, like I said, there are certain gestures that I do like adjust. Obviously, with me having ADHD, I do adjust my personality based on people that I like. But it's always like the authentic self. Like I always am like that outgoing person, which I'm also excited for Fright Nights, which Fright Night season starts in July. Like all the sign-ups and everything. I even have gone out of my way to pretty much make sure that I can fit it into my schedule. Like obviously, I'm like I said before in other episodes, I'm gonna be a paid makeup artist and a volunteer scare actor. So if I am busy and I know that I have homework that day, or I have stuff to do, or events to go to, I can just stop after doing everybody's makeup and go. But if I don't have anything going on and I just want to stay, which might happen a lot now that I'm getting one of my crushes to work with me. So, yeah. Which I wouldn't necessarily say that he's a crush, but he is a potential prospect. Um, but I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. And if you guys have any stories or live live in pride, as I like to say it, go ahead and text or leave a voicemail to 561-320-7085. Again, text or leave a voicemail to 561-320-7085. DM First Chances with Chance on Instagram. Or if you guys are watching the video portion, just comment down below. Bye, guys. Love you.